Okay, so today we're going way beyond just, your typical patio furniture and, a barbecue grill setup.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a deep dive into some serious outdoor living design.
Yeah.
And, for this, I think, the best way to kind of wrap our heads around this is to
Yeah.
look at a real project and see what a professional could do with a space.
Absolutely.
And we found an amazing example
Mm-hmm.
from a company called VizX Design Studios.
Oh, yeah. They do some really great work.
They are a 2023 ILCA Gold Award winner, which is, a pretty big deal.
For sure. For her.
And the project we're looking at, it's really something else.
Yeah.
They took this backyard.
Mm.
Okay, it was basically unusable,
Oh, wow.
super sloped, like severely sloped, and they turned it into this incredible
Okay.
multi-level outdoor living space.
So they really worked with the terrain then.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Instead of fighting it, they used it to their advantage. And one of the things that's really cool is, a lot of times when you have a slope like that, the easy solution is just
Try to level it out.
bring in a ton of fill dirt,
Yeah.
build a big retaining wall,
Yeah.
and make it one flat level.
Yeah. Make it easy.
But VizX, they didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
They actually convinced the clients to embrace the slope and design around it.
Interesting.
So I think we should dive into VizX's design philosophy a little bit first,
Yeah, that'd be great.
because they have a very specific approach to outdoor living
Yeah.
that I think is really interesting.
I think so too. And what really stands out to me is their emphasis on creating these distinct zones.
Right, the zones.
Yeah, you've got your cooking zone, your dining zone, and your lounge zone.
Right.
And it's not just about dividing the space. It's about creating these dedicated areas that cater to different activities and moods.
So how does that actually change how people use the space?
Well, think about it this way. Imagine you're having a barbecue. You've got people mingling in the lounge area.
Mm-hmm.
Some folks are prepping food in the outdoor kitchen.
Right.
And then you've got a dedicated dining area where everyone can sit down and enjoy the meal together.
Right.
It creates a natural flow and allows for different things to happen simultaneously without feeling cramped or chaotic.
I see. So it's not just about aesthetics.
No, not at all.
It's about functionality too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another thing that VizX really emphasizes is the importance of involving designers early on in the home building process.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, like, if you're building a new home or even doing a major renovation,
Mm-hmm.
it's really beneficial to bring in a landscape designer at the same time as your architect or builder.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah, it's not something that people always consider, but it can make a huge difference.
How so?
Well, by collaborating from the outset, the design team can ensure that the outdoor spaces are seamlessly integrated with the home's architecture and the surrounding landscape.
That makes sense.
So, you avoid those situations where the outdoor area feels like an afterthought.
Right. Like it was just kind of tacked on at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get back to this specific project
Okay.
with this super sloped backyard.
Yeah, the unusable backyard.
How did they even begin to approach a space like that?
Well, one of the first things they did was bring in a civil engineer,
Okay.
which was a really smart move.
I wouldn't have thought to do that.
Yeah, it's not always necessary, but with a severe slope, you're dealing with potential issues like soil stability, drainage erosion.
Oh, right.
And by having an engineer assess those factors up front, VizX was able to design a plan that minimized the need for extensive retaining walls.
Oh, so they saved the client's money right there.
Exactly.
Okay. That's clever.
Yeah, so they really thought about the long-term implications of the design,
Mm-hmm.
not just the immediate aesthetics.
Right.
And then once they had a solid understanding of the site's limitations and opportunities, they started to map out the different zones.
Okay. So let's break down these zones. Where did they put the dining area?
So they put the dining area at the highest point in the yard, right off the back door.
Okay. That makes sense. Easy
Yeah.
access from the kitchen.
Exactly, and it takes advantage of the best views.
Right.
Then they created a series of steps leading down to the first lounge area.
Oh, yeah. I love how they use that flower bed wall to lower the patio.
Yeah, that's a great example of using the existing landscape to your advantage.
It's like a hidden seating area.
Right. It creates a natural transition between levels and provides built-in seating.
And it adds visual interest.
For sure.
And within that first lounge area, they incorporated a play area for kids.
Yes, they did. They used broomed concrete, which is perfect for kids to run around on.
What is broomed concrete?
So it's basically where you brush the concrete surface to create a textured non-slip finish.
Oh, okay.
It's really durable, and it provides a safe surface for kids to play.
And they can draw with chalk on it, right?
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so they really thought about the needs of the whole family, not just the adults.
Right.
And then further down the slope, they have this amazing fire feature lounge.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite part.
Yeah, it's nestled right next to the retaining wall of the upper patio.
So it's kind of tucked away.
Yeah, it creates a sense of intimacy and enclosure.
And it saves money on construction.
That's right, because they're utilizing the existing retaining wall.
And they connected all the zones with concrete steppers and gravel.
Yeah, which is both budget-friendly and adds to the natural, organic feel of the space.
It's amazing how they transformed this unusable space into this multi-level haven.
Yeah, it's a great example of how a sloped backyard can become an asset.
So if you're planning an outdoor space, what's the biggest takeaway from this VizX project?
I think the key is to think beyond the traditional flat patio. Embrace the unique characteristics of your property, even the challenges,
Right.
and consider how you can create zones that cater to different activities and moods.
And remember, it's about how you want to live in the space.
Yeah, not just how it looks.
Well said.
Thank you.
And if you're looking for inspiration, definitely check out VizX Design Studios on Facebook.
They've got some amazing projects.
They do.
That'll get your wheels turning.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.
This has been really eye-opening.
I'm glad.
And yeah, we'll see you next time for another deep dive.
Sounds